playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Philadelphia Eagles.
Go. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On first down, Wentz. To the reception made from Sean Jeffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. Boston Scott, his first carry. He winds up getting only a couple there. Down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Throwing on second and 3. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a short 6 points, but the contact charted free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
When you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Brees. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and 5.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
A good pickup there, 22. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Breeze now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From midfield, here's Breeze. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Throwing his Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing now is Wentz. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he hits towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now on first down. Got a man open, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the last go around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in the defense that they could hold him.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop it short of a first down.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Into the red zone. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Number 53, line 53.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze going to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. On first down, Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, Breeze again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's got to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Big stop, big stop.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the carry, this is Scott. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Wentz gonna throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Make these babies cry on the way back.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On second down, Plymouth. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Now Wentz on third down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Running with Kamara, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Go, Lady. 2 yards on the play. He's talking First down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So they get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. From the 45 on second down, Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On second down, Montgomery. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing.
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wentz to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Breeze now on third and goal. Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second and long. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, and that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. On second down now. It's Montgomery, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
95, 56, 95, 56, 53, 53.
Breeze now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing his Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on second down, Wentz, and an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Breeze to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A final shot before half for Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is going to do that. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready. Yellow lady. Don't get nervous.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more pushing. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wentz. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy flying, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Again, it's Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Breeze picked off by his nemesis, Nikel Roby-Coleman. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Yellow lady. Number 53. Mike 53.
On first down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
95-56.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Yellow lady. 27.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. They complete it to Hill. And And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Now carry for Clement. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the nose. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Ready? 47 is the mic. You get right.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
Let's go.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He'll get him once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Interception, baby. All day.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think the confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. Now Breeze lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Clement. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go again with Scott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 43 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rap, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man. Because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
Yeah, I like that. Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. Open man. Here's Tommy Lee Lewis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
95-56. I don't think you got it, sir.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Lewis. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? 5-8. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here's Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Caught by Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
On first down, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze to throw again. Got an open man. It's Washington.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now a throw here to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that score gives him a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now Breeze on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Ready? You ready? Defense wins championship, baby. Saints.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. Throwing now is Breeze. He's got Lewis, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first and 10, it's Clement. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And for all these guys, whether you